Why have some people already received their $1,400 stimulus check? Other people have pending deposits for their $1,400 stimulus check. Some people have payment dates, and unfortunately, other people have absolutely nothing. Why is this happening? Well, we're going to be talking about it in this video, so let's get right into this. But hey everybody, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. As always, if you happen to be new, or if you haven't done so already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video, as I will continue to be your daily advocate. I am very much committed to being here right by your side throughout this entire time, helping to guide you through this chaotic time and give you all the information you need to make sure that you're getting all of the money that you're eligible to receive. So, thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it, and I promise I will continue to be here for you every single day. I promise. All right. Let's talk about this. The big W. Big W. Why? Right? Anyway, I just made that up. All right. So why though? Seriously. Here's some good news. A silver lining within all of the chaos that's going on. A silver lining being, throughout the day today, I've seen an increasing number of comments starting to flow in with many of you who are excited to share, hey, I finally have a payment date. This is awesome, right? So it's good to see that more people are reaching out to me throughout the day today and showing me that they're actually having a pending deposit or they're having a payment date. This is good. What this is telling me is it's telling me that the IRS is slowly working their way through the stack of people that they still owe money to. Well, that brings us to our question of why. Why are some people already out on a shopping spree? Meanwhile, many of you are still sitting with no pending deposits, no money, and you have no payment date, right? There's a vast spread between all of the people here as far as people with money in hand and people with literally no information. Here's what we can think. Well, let me just say this first off. There's no good reason. I'm just being totally honest with you. There is no good reason. I've spent many hours today doing research, trying to get to the bottom of this and figure out why. What gives, right? Why is this happening to so many people? Honestly, there's no good reason. All that we know is that the IRS continues to process these payments. Here's one thing though. Now, I just want to say this. I will never take the side of the IRS. Never, ever will I be on the side of the IRS. However, there may be an explanation for this, and let's talk through it for a second. Just know, I will always be on your side. I will never side with them. But let's just look at something really quickly, and it could give us a better explanation for why this could possibly be happening. Here's why. Here we are sitting in, well, let's just call it late March. Yeah, we're in basically late March. Well, the IRS is still working on processing 6.7 million tax returns from last year. At the same time, they're working on tens of millions of tax returns that have already been filed this year. At the same time, they're trying to process all of these stimulus checks, everything simultaneously. They have a lot cooking in the IRS right now. So again, I don't want to make an excuse for them. I would never do that. They have all their own excuses, right? So I would never do that. But what I'm simply saying is that they really do have a lot going on. Seriously, they have a lot going on in the IRS right now. So maybe that is something that is slowing down the process. Something else is very interesting. Hey, shout out to Mike. I don't know what your last name is, but we were having a conversation in the comments section earlier, and he was pointing out something. Hey, maybe we got spoiled with the $600 stimulus check because that one was distributed so quickly. But another thing we have to remember, the $600 stimulus check a couple of months ago was distributed in the end of December and early January. The IRS, they got nothing going on that time of year, right? Compared to this time of year, the IRS has nothing going on in late December, early January compared to right now. Here's one other thing that's very interesting, and I just want to point this out. So in my videos yesterday, I threw out a date, right? Throwing out a date, going out on a limb, taking on some risk. I love taking on a little risk. Or you know why? You never get the reward without the risk. So I threw out some risk, and I threw out a date for all of you yesterday. And that date that I threw out is, I said, I anticipate the next big push of payments is going to be on Wednesday, March 24th. Based on watching history, the distribution of these stimulus checks, and all of the research that I've done, I kind of gave you my best educated guess. Again, I could be totally wrong. However, there's a lot of you reaching out to me saying, hey, I have a payment date of March 24th. So cool, awesome stuff. But here is another thing that's backing up my evidence for why I think this is actually going to be a pretty solid date for a lot of you. Now again, it's not going to get everybody, I get it. After the smoke clears, we need to come back and figure out who is left. And we need to do whatever we can to help all of you get that money then. Trust me, I'll be right here for you. Don't worry, I got you. But here's something else that's backing up my theory. A lot of you are reaching out to me saying, hey Matt, awesome stuff. I have a mail date for a paper check on March 26th, which just so happens to be on Friday, this coming Friday, March 26th, a mail date for paper checks. Well, putting on my detective hat and my magnifying glass, based on the history of the other stimulus checks, how do they come out? Well, they come out in waves. Direct deposits, right? Direct deposits come out first for everybody. And then, what is wave 2 or 3? Wave 2 or 3, well, let's just look at the first round of stimulus checks first. The $1,200 distributed a year ago. Wave number 1, direct deposits. Wave number 2, Social Security, SSI, VA, SSDI, RRB. That was wave 2. Wave 3, paper checks. Guess what? We already know wave 3, or so-called paper checks, are coming out on Friday, March 26th. We know that paper checks come out last, right? Paper checks and those prepaid debit cards are always distributed last, March 26th, Friday. Does that give us a little bit of an indication as to what will come this coming week? Direct deposits to come on March 24th. Get what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm throwing down? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So again, I could be totally wrong with all this stuff, but there's definitely confirmation in the comments section from many of you, a lot of people. Feel free, if you don't trust me, feel free to scroll through the comments section on any of my videos, and you'll see plenty of comments from people saying, hey, I'm super jacked right now. I just got a payment date. The 24th, the 26th, whatever it happens to be, sometime this coming week, it looks like there's going to be a lot of money going out the door once again. So it's been a huge mystery this whole time. Realistically, we've been trying to figure out the mystery, trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together, and each and every day, we get a couple more pieces of the puzzle that we get to put in place and start to see the image a little bit better. I'm not sure what the image is. It's kind of an ugly one. That's all I know, but it's starting to come together, right? But either way, I know it's frustrating to everybody. I get it. It's frustrating. We want the money. We want the money yesterday. You know, we just got to continue working through this. I'll continue to be here for you, but things are starting to look up, and it looks like we are starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, finally. So I think this next week is probably going to be a good one for a lot of you. And like I said a little while ago, as soon as this next week clears, we're going to have to wait until all the smoke clears, see who's left, and then we're going to have to come back and pick up the pieces, and we're going to have to help all of you who didn't get your payments do whatever you can to get your money. And like I said, I will be right here by your side, and I will guide you through this. I promise. I will be here for you. Anyway, I hope this helps you out. Have a good night, everybody. Seriously, I'll continue to be here. Just, that's all we can do right now. We just have to continue waiting and looking at all the evidence. And I'm doing a lot of detective work on the back end for you. You're the boss. You make the calls, and I work on your behalf. So thank you so much, everybody. I really do appreciate you, and I will catch you again soon. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and share this video or any others here on the channel with your friends, family, and social media so we can help out as many people as we can. Again, see you later. Thanks, everybody. You're amazing.